Hello beautiful people, my name is Ashley and I'm the owner and creator of Rekindled Kindled. Thank you so much for returning to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. If you clicked on this video, you're interested in my top 5 spring fragrances. So stick around while we get into it. So, welcome to the channel. We're going to talk about the 5 top spring fragrances. Before we jump into that, I just want to say I know that I've been gone for a while, but the hope is that I am back now. I had bought a new house and then the school year started and I kind of got really distracted. But my goal is going to be to start posting videos at least every other week for the rest of the year. If you hear any meowing, that's going to be my kitten in the background. He is very verbal, so sorry about that in advance. Alright, so let's kick it off with the first fragrance. The #1 seller during the springtime in my store would have to be Peach Nectar. Peach Nectar is sold at Candle Science, and I have the fragrance notes right here. The top notes are coconut, raspberry, mandarin, middle are violet, plum, peach, and base are sugar and vanilla. And it is the best, and I mean the best fake peach smell that I've ever smelled, ever. I typically tend to love like the artificial peach smell, right? Like I've never smelled one and not liked it, but this one is the most like aromatic. It's strong, it hits you in the face. If you are looking for a strong fruit smell, this one is definitely it. Following after Peach Nectar, we've got my #2 fragrance, which is sold at the Flaming Candle, and I'll link all of the scents and their names and where they're sold in the description box below, so you can look out for that. So my #2 would have to be Basil Sage Mint, sold at the Flaming Candle, and I have the fragrance notes. Lemon, orange, lime, mint, basil are the top, and they are definitely the top notes. Like that's the first thing that hits you, that basil, that mint, that sage. It is such a beautiful scent. I have it right here just as a reminder. Yeah, it's such a good smell. The middle notes are sage, cedar leaf, herbaceous, eucalyptus, and the bottom notes are earthy, musk. Like, it is such, if you like a soft but powerful smell, this is definitely the one. It smells so good. And it sells fairly well in my store. People who buy it tend to love it, and I love it, of course. So my #3, because every spring I like to add like kind of like an earthy smell. So my #3, sold at Candle Science, is Oak Moss and Amber. Oak Moss and Amber reminds me of like being outside after it has rained and you're in the woods and you just take a deep breath. That is what it smells like. It says top notes are grapefruit, orange, and sage. Middle, lavender, base, tonka bean, amber, oak moss. It is a very good combination of leaves and outdoors and dampness. It is a beautiful smell, and that one is a top seller for people who love, you know, outdoorsy fragrances like that. It just kind of like flies off the shelves, honestly. My #4 is actually a fragrance that I have in my classic scent collection, but it is such a spring smell. It was actually so popular that I decided to keep it as a part of my classic scent collection, but it is more of a springtime fragrance because of all of the scent notes. So that #4 fragrance is Day at the Spa, and Day at the Spa is sold by Candle Science, Its top notes are lemon, lime, lemongrass. Its middle notes are sugar, blackcurrant, jasmine, and base are powder and patchouli. Now, when people smell this scent, they describe it back to me as almost like a Starburst or Fruity Pebbles, like a very fruity fragrance. It is very much the lemon lime smell. Like when you smell it, it smells very much lemon lime. I'm holding it right here. Yeah, the first thing that hits you is that lemon lime. The lemongrass is not necessarily as strong. It's mostly that lemon lime. And then it's those middle bases, they're there too. And there's definitely that powderness that really grounds it, so it doesn't like burn your nose when you smell it. It kind of like rounds it out. This one is such a good smell. And this is actually a really strong smell. So just like the peach nectar, if you want a scent that is going to punch you in the face, like I can have an unlit candle sitting on my nightstand and I'm just smelling it constantly, and it's unlit. That is this one and that peach nectar one that I talked about in the beginning. And then for my final scent, fifth scent that is one of the top sellers for me in my spring fragrances would have to be white tea. Sorry y'all, so my camera did cut me off in that last top 5 smell, but I wanted to add that white tea and chrysanthemum really rounds out the remainder of the scent. It is such a full-bodied, beautiful scent, and the people who love white tea, they will come back for it over and over. It's not like a scent that flies off the shelf and everyone loves it, but the people who do like it, they keep coming back and getting it, and that's really why I keep it around. So I really wanted to keep my first video back short, sweet, and to the point. Those are my top 5 spring fragrances. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and give it a like. And down in the comments, let me know some of the spring fragrances that you really love, that really fly off your shelves or fly off your website. And also let me know what kind of videos you'd like to see in the future. I do plan on shooting more Seed 3 videos, the soy wax, because I have been learning it and enjoying it. So you can expect some of those from me as well. Thank y'all so much for sticking around, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye. Come. 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 Come on. Come. Ugh. You big old baby. Come here. Come here. What's wrong, baby? Mama's right here. Look at me. Cricket. Look at me. Are you looking at your shadow? That's you. That's you. Can you be quiet for mama? Can you? I just need a little bit of time. Can you give me 10 minutes? 10 minutes.